This is the Third Draft Podcast, the show where we interview all your favorite,
coolest,
funniest,
awkward,
and out of this world online sensations.
I'm Simpiwe.
And I'm Mash.
And together we bring you fresh interviews every week on cliffcentral.com, where we talk to some of your favorite content creators about the business of content creation, how they come up with the content, and of course,
the bag.
How much money they're making, honey.
Oh, yes.
So catch fresh episodes every Wednesday on cliffcentral.com,
on YouTube,
and on podcast, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or
wherever
you get your podcasts.
Now my phone is full. I've
Oh,
been recording from in
you
the
want-
morning until I come here. Like I'm just trying to compile a vlog as well.
Oh, no, you can, best thing,
Yeah.
you don't need the full, interview thing. I think you got us kind of, okay, let's not direct you on your content.
Hey,
You know-
Kimaki.
Hey, you know best. You
I'm
know
going to be on
best.
his TikTok.
Ciao.
Welcome to the Third Draft Podcast, the show where we chat with all your favorite creatives about all things creative. My name is Mashani Sifuti, and I'm joined by the ever so voluptuous Simpiwe Mtetwa. How are you feeling, Simpiwe?
I'm feeling good. You'd swear that I have already come across Friday. I'm deep within the weekend, and it's not even that. I'm just having a good day. I'm in a good mood.
You love
just
the vibes.
smiling. Yeah, good vibes.
Sign me up for those vibes, child. And today, we're not alone. We're joined by a very special guest.
Yeah, somebody that I initially stumbled upon Twitter, right? He had created this TikTok video, and then someone was like, guys, we need to help this young brother get the bag, okay? And that video was him basically showing us how he loves coffee. There's a particular brand that he used in the video, ne? And people are just like, tag the managers, tag whoever who works at this particular coffee company because he needs the bag. And then I was like, okay, this is it was shot beautifully. Then I was like, no man, come on, who's this? Went onto TikTok and I saw the rest of his daily vlogs. He's quite the vlogger on TikTok, which is something you don't get as well. But he also keeps it real. Like, he's the type of dude who's like, yo, I'm going to get my hair cut. Asambe. He takes a taxi. He goes to where he's going. He comes back, gets a kota, and it's vibes and it's beautiful. Do you want to say the name of the guest, Mash?
Our guest today is none other than God's Butler. What's your name, by the way, my brother?
My real name Getabato or Franz.
Oh,
Franz
Tebato.
Tebato. I go by Ray as well. So yeah.
We'll just pick and choose Lapo.
Yeah, please.
So how do we, okay, before we actually get into
Yeah.
the interview, ne?
Yeah.
There is a cup presented in front of you.
I see.
And this is kind of what we do with guests. We present them with a drink.
Sure.
And this drink kind of, it lets them know what we think of them.
Yeah.
Okay. So every single week, we actually pay our guests with a drink. And a drink that we think best represents them.
Sure.
So last time now we had, what did we have for some of the other guests? We had energy drinks.
So we've had Oros
For Quincy.
We've had an energy drink for
Abo.
because he's an editor. We've had something nice and strong. Yeah, for Oprimo. And so I'm interested to hear what you think. I think it's pretty obvious for you what it is, but do you want to guess the reasoning behind why we went with this particular drink?
Because of my love for coffee.
Yeah, boo. That is exactly why we paired you up with coffee.
Yes.
And it is the brand that you like. So we went the extra mile.
Sure.
Yes. We're like, we have to get that brand in particular.
Yeah.
But also coffee goes with everything, you know. You can have it strong. Okay, I don't know how other people have it because I like mine strong. So
Strong and black.
And it's just one of those drinks where you can literally have it anywhere and it's a go-to. You know, a lot of people have coffee for the first time. No, not first time. They have it in the morning, you know, first drink of the day, gets them started. And I think you also one of those people that coffee is that for you. You have your first cup of coffee and then let's get things done. Exactly. Let's get the vlogs out. Yeah. Let's go out and live our best lives. So this is just kind of a way to say we see you, we see your content, and we're all about getting to know you on a much more deeper and personal level. So let's get into it.
Let's get straight into it. And firstly, we'd like to find out, where are you from, Entleke? Originally, where did you grow up?
Originally, I'm from Butler.
The East Rand.
Yeah, the East Rand.
We're just lit up.
Yeah.
My people.
Yeah, I'm from Butler in Maboya Park. After my matric, I came to Pretoria and went to Mamelodi. I lived in Sunnyside for my tertiary life and then went to Mamelodi when I was done with tertiary. Then I stayed in Makoko.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
It sounds like you've traveled a bit, ne?
Yeah.
And I'm, just to take it a bit like, fast forward.
Yeah.
Your TikTok handle is God's Butler.
Yes.
How did we get to that?
I always wanted something to remind me that everything I do, it's because of God.
Okay.
Yeah, I've always wanted that. So it's more like an anchor to a boat. There's where I explained that the name, it's an anchor to a boat. So we don't want to lose this boat. God is the anchor. He's, everything I do, it's just Kamudi.
I love that. Did you grow up in a household where, I wouldn't say religious, but God was the center of everything?
Okay, Makoko from ZCC,
okay.
But, I had the freedom of doing anything and I wouldn't go to church, only God polo. So, okay, Kemuzalwani.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a Christian.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Bua teta.
Oh, we can make it.
Kuluma, feel at home. Feel at home.
Yeah, so Kemuzalwani got my salvation, 2017. Yeah, 2017, 2015, between 15 and 17. I can't remember. But yeah, so from when I received salvation, that's when I, wanted to devote everything to God, even though I still make silly mistakes. But yeah.
We won't judge
you. Yeah, this is a safe space. We don't judge la.
Sure.
And then your content creation journey, when did it start?
It started 2015 as well. Okay. 2015.
Wow. How did you start?
I saw this YouTuber, Jesse Driftwood. He's one of my inspiration. Peter McKinnon and Casey Neistat.
I love him. His 2-minute tutorials and just how he has that energy.
Sure.
He's definitely the go-to guy if you're into filmmaking and photography.
Sure.
And he's from Canada.
Exactly.
Him and his friends.
More Canadians are good at vlogging.
They have the whole of YouTube, photography, YouTube, and videography in a chokehold.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
So I could say it's a lot of tutorials. Yeah, watching a lot of tutorials when it comes to shooting videos, taking pictures, which editing apps to use, and so it started 2015. I wanted to do it for Instagram, but I don't know, it didn't work. And when I did TikTok, in a way, I just wanted to get rid of content on TikTok,
Yes.
And I wanted the clean parts to be for Instagram. In my head, primarily Instagram was number one and then TikTok was number two, but funny, TikTok blew up compared to, so yeah.
Okay, I like that. I like how you're telling us that Instagram, and I feel like Instagram has this, I don't know, persona. If you don't have aesthetics, if you don't have this perfect lifestyle, if you're not on a boat, in Dubai on a phone, then you can't post content on there. Because What are you doing?
You mentioned there that the perfect stuff was for Instagram.
Instagram.
And then the other stuff was for TikTok. And that is actually something we talk about a lot on the show, that times have changed now.
Yeah.
You know, Instagram is no longer about all being perfect, having the biggest bam, the most amount of money. In fact, content creation as a whole has completely transformed. And that's something that we love to see. We love to see real people telling real stories. And that's why we love your content so much, you know. One of my favorite videos of yours is you just waking up in the morning. In fact, you do that a lot, but I just love watching your videos where you just wake up in the morning and just go about your day. And I've been meaning to ask you, how do you get those shots above your bed? How do you get those shots?
So I put a rig in between the Zenkele le Blanca.
Okay.
So yeah, I put a rig there. Or as I said, you can use maybe a lot of stick on your phone and then place it up. Yeah.
Okay, let's actually talk about some of your equipment, ne? Because there's also this perception that you only are a content creator when you have the tripod, you have the ring light, you have the camera, you have the studio, you have the mic, and seeing your videos that are very, very real. Like, I remember a time when I used to take out my taxi and I was scared to take out my phone. You know, and seeing you capture those real moments, it's so nice. It's refreshing because I can relate, Scooty. Sometimes, you need to pass the money, you know, you need to comba. Then you're also walking, and you capture it so beautifully, you know. What do you use?
Only my phone. Yeah, it's the only convenient thing. Like I have a camera of which it's a year old and I've probably used it less than 20 times. I use my phone in most cases. So I have my phone. I have a tripod that I hardly use as well. As I said, I like putting my phone in strange places and strange corners. So yeah, I basically use my phone only.
And I've seen your videos where you're just walking down the street. Next thing you know, it's a shot of you walking. And I'm like, okay, so the phone is there. Hey,
No, I check my surroundings before I put my phone, like, you know, on the floor. Yeah, I check, okay, who is around me by then? And then, I do it. And then if I cringe, then I won't do it. But if there's, you know, there's no one around, then I can put it on the floor and pass by, come back and grab it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I love that. And how long does it take you to kind of create your videos? So they say, Mash was talking about the ones where you're in the bed. And in one of your videos I've seen, you'll be on the bed, you lying there, and then jiggy jiggy, there's a change of outfit, then jiggy jiggy, there's like you getting up, and then like, it's actually like when I watch it, I'm like, wow, this is an edit and a half. Like it seems like you put in a lot of work. So how long does it take you to edit your videos or even shoot that kind of content?
Sure. I could say about, on the bed alone, it takes about 3 minutes.
Oh, okay.
It takes about 3 minutes. And then, to edit the whole thing, like maybe an entire 2 minutes vlog, it would take me about an hour or two. Yeah. It would take me about an hour or two, because remember, I have to find music, and I have, as well, I am guided by music when I edit. So it should give me,
if it's
exactly, then that means my vlog will be fast. Exactly. And then if it's a slow one, then that means I have,
Okay. And those are the sound effects of some PM Theatre.
Sure.
And then we also want to find out, how did you start working, or rather, how did you start monetizing your content? Because your content is monetized now, right?
Not really. Not really. Nah, it's not monetized. Apparently, TikTok hasn't started paying yet.
Okay.
South African TikTok, or African TikTok, actually.
Yeah.
I'm a multi-choice baby. I got a program, an internship with multi-choice currently, and I hopefully I do something after the internship after that year. So, and I can't say I am monetizing yet, even though like I do get emails on, please send us your cut rate. I haven't even done a cut rate yet.
You haven't. When are you still fresh of this?
Exactly. I'm still a baby. I'm still trying to compile everything, like to do my media kit, the cut rate, so yeah.
Are you finding it easy to get like that information on where you should actually create your press kit, your media, your rate card, like all of these things that you're talking about that you didn't need to think about before, and now brands are saying go, and you're like,
where do I start?
Where do I start?
Are you finding it easy?
It's not easy, to be honest, but I've realized if you hang around other creators who do, bigger than you, then you're most likely to get information off them as we guys meet,
Yes.
Yeah. Because I've discovered that I can do my media kit via Canva.
Yes.
Yeah, and the cut rate as well. So yeah.
So at least that's a software that people.
And I just
use.
recently discovered that.
Okay, let me not judge you. It's okay.
She's a Canva baby, by the way. Simply loves Canva so much.
Yeah,
Sure.
I live and breathe
Alright.
with Canva. In fact, but don't show me Photoshop.
Yeah.
Like, I will literally scream and die because I don't know how to do anything.
Navigate, yeah.
But say create a poster.
Sure.
Then she's like, I'm a graphic designer.
I'm a graphic designer, girl.
Canva.
Hey, don't hate the player.
Sure.
But what you mentioned is something that we're all about here at Third Draft. Our core purpose is to entertain, have constructive conversations, candid conversations, but also educate and also learn ourselves, because lots of creators out there don't have access to this information. We hear stories about people all the time reaching millions of followers or hundreds of thousands of followers, and they've never worked with a brand, and they keep wondering why haven't brands contacted me, or why do brands keep asking for a rate card and then they never get back to me?
Sure.
Why is this all happening to me? And it's simply because people don't have access to the right information, and we want to educate them on that. That listen here, we're not dictating how to price or how to, go about your business, but we're just saying there's certain procedures and there's certain ways to do this.
Sure.
And for example, Jabu has 10,000 followers. Jabu has an engagement rate of 10%. So 1,000 of his followers are engaging,
Sure.
and then his reach is, let's say, 15%. So 1,500 people are seeing his content and 1,000 are engaging.
Sure.
So Jabu, for example, doesn't even know where to start in terms of pricing.
Nice.
He goes to Melinda. Sure. Melinda also has 10K followers, but Melinda's engagement rate is 50%. So he's thinking, Melinda also has the same amount of followers, even though her engagement rate is literally half of her followers. Mine is 10%.
Sure.
She's charging 3K a post. Then you also charge 3K a post.
And the deal.
Yeah, so you'll send your rate card and then you never get a response. And these are struggles that many influencers and creators struggle with.
Sure.
And these are things that we want to actually touch base on and say, guys, it is not difficult.
Yeah.
It really isn't difficult. It's very easy to gauge these things, but it's just people don't have access to the right information.
Yes. I love the fact that you're saying that you kind of started understanding like a rate card and how to go about it by fellow content creators.
Yes.
And I think that's even the entire purpose of this podcast is to speak to other creators and almost create a community of like, if you want to get into this, listen to this podcast, listen to like what you're going through.
Yeah.
And the realities of like, you were first just creating content because you just wanted to create content. And now there's brands literally knocking at your door saying, go. Like, I want to work with you. I want to give you money, and then you're like, oh my gosh, what the hell do I do? And we don't want people to fumble the bag.
Sure.
So I like the fact that you're honest about the fact that you didn't even know before the brands came knocking, what the hell is this? And now you're using Canva. Shout out. I'm glad that you're using Canva. Like, you can now call yourself a junior graphic designer, chief.
Okay.
Shout out, Canva, shout out.
That's a pro tip right there.
Yeah.
Junior graphic.
Okay.
But also just you do daily vlogs, you know, and we've spoken to other content creators, and they always, as Mash would say, like, today it's a cat, tomorrow is it a cow? But with you, it's almost like I'm following your life journey. Today we're going to the shops. Tomorrow we're getting a haircut. I don't expect you to do grand things, but at the same time, you keep me captivated to know what's going on in your life. Do you ever feel like there's pressure? You know, the pressure is getting worse because today you hit, I don't know, 1 million views with a simple haircut.
Sure.
And then tomorrow now you must do getting your nails done, and you're not sure if people are going to enjoy
engage and
that content now, because you're also elevating, Chief.
Yes, you set the bar for yourself with every single post.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah, there is pressure. There is pressure, but it's at the same time, I am a person I'm a big procrastinator. I don't want to lie. I'm a big procrastinator. Even in my phone right now, I have about 2-3 vlogs that I have to edit. I'm still chilling, and we're still shooting this one as well. So there is pressure, but at the same time, I feel like I am able to control that pressure, you know, instead of it controlling me and wanting to exhaust myself. I don't know, but I don't know. The pressure it's there. I acknowledge, but I'll just stay calm through the pressure as well, you know.
And one thing I appreciate about your content is that your content is genuinely you.
Yeah.
It is you. It's just you living your life. You know, you start your day. You're not setting anything up. You're not saying, yeah, let me set up a caviar breakfast with croissants for the babies. They're on social media.
Sure.
You're just saying,
we're there with him getting a magunya, dog.
Sure.
You know, and we love amagunya up here, by the way,
Sure.
every single morning.
Okay.
So,
Every single morning.
so
Sure.
I love the fact that it's just you, and I think that's what makes it so much easier to do.
Sure.
You know, as compared to, okay, yesterday we launched a car into the air and we went up into space and I did a backflip off of a building. So today, what am I doing?
Sure.
You know, it's straight up. It's like, this is my life. This is who I am. And this is what I'm all about. And yeah, keeping it straightforward and simple. That's something we really appreciate so much.
Yes. I think for me, I'd like to kind of gauge in terms of, you mentioned some of the YouTubers that you followed that influenced you getting started.
Yeah.
Now that you're on TikTok, doing the videos, posting regularly, are there any other content creators that you follow that you're just like, wow, this is amazing? Wena?
Yeah. Yo, it's a lot.
Okay.
It's a lot, first of all. In most cases, I follow other vloggers.
Okay.
Yeah, because I want to draw inspiration as well, you know? Watch different shots, how he edits, type of thing. So, yeah, they are like, Miss Lani, TT, Muzi, Busi. So those, like the people I mentioned, are vloggers.
Okay.
And besides that, okay, then it's for good laughs, you know, amaskits and yeah. But yeah, besides following vlogs, then I enjoy good laugh.
I like how you mentioned you follow other vloggers, right? There's someone that I know who doesn't necessarily like in the podcasting world, but doesn't necessarily listen to the podcasts that are out there. So how important is it for you to follow other vlogs and follow other people that create vlogs because you are a vlogger?
Yeah. Okay. If I had to put it on a scale from 0 to 10, I'd say 10 because these very same people, the day I have, you know, what is it? What do they call this? It's a mental where you can, you know, where you don't have like
Mental block.
Mental block. Exactly. So whenever I have that, it happens because of the pressure, as we said. Watching them and it uplifts my spirit, and sometimes I can, by just watching maybe first 5 seconds of someone's vlog, I can get an idea of, oh, this I can do, and I can do it this way. So yeah, it's very important to follow the very same niche you're doing, because, you get inspiration from them. And remember, we don't compete, we complement. So yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Because moto ke moto ka
Batho, sure.
Bathong ba Modimo.
Sure.
Yes. And then, do you ever suffer from anxiety? Social media anxiety in particular, where
Big
you're
time.
about to post something and you're like, yo, this better blow up because the last 7 videos
Exactly.
have been getting 100K.
Exactly. Like this is what I always think about, especially when posting. Oh, okay.
Yes.
I thought I'm alone. Okay, everyone.
It's
Okay,
a
sure.
natural thing.
It's a natural thing.
It's a natural thing,
Sure.
Shamia. Even me, I haven't trended, but let me tell you, when I
Marwara.
post that video, I'm always like,
Yeah.
let's go.
Exactly.
The pressure's getting worse.
It's getting.
Sure.
Yes.
It's an all the time thing that happens to everyone. In fact, every single guest we've had thus far on this
Yeah,
show
they said-
said the exact same thing, that listen, there are even videos where I edited this, I worked my butt off, and I thought to myself, this is gonna be the one.
yeah.
They post and they're like, Next video, they are so demotivated and they're like, hey, I'm so lazy. Let me just quickly fella.
quick, sure.
They post 1 million.
Yeah.
And they're like, Batung, you can never win. And, but it's normal. You know, it happens to everyone. It is completely natural. And, we live in a world where, TikTok in particular, people are posting stuff all the time, all day long. I've seen TikTokers who post up to 8 videos a day.
Yo.
Yeah. 8 videos a day.
8 videos a day.
Yeah.
It's
Don't
just
know how
dance
to-
challenge and
Sure.
bajaifa, batweka, betsang. They're doing all kinds of things.
Sure.
And it's like, they're trying, they're also suffering from that exact same social media anxiety. And they post a video, doesn't blow up. Okay, another one, doesn't blow up. Another one. They won't stop until one blows up each and every day.
Sure.
That happens to everyone. So that happening to you as well,
Yeah.
actually
it does.
relays the fact that, listen, you're just human.
Yeah.
It happens to all of us.
Sure.
It really does.
So do you guys post and then you chill and watch your content like a couple of times and like meanwhile
So what I do, I would post and then I watch it.
Yeah.
I'll be the first one to watch it to make sure everything's okay.
Okay.
And
How
then
many times do you watch it?
then I'm out. Like
you're out.
afterwards, you gotta. I think it's natural to go back, and watch it for the 10th time, the 100th time. But I'm one of those. You post, you watch it straight after it's been posted, just to make sure everything is perfect.
No.
Carry on.
Then
Forget
move on
about
with
it.
life. Yeah.
Move on.
Same
When
with
you
you,
come
Nesh.
back the next
Yes.
day and you see, there's comments.
Yeah.
Okay, let's engage. But I think that's what's helped me.
Sure.
For me,
Yeah.
I just post and then I forget about it. I do watch it once just to make sure the audio is right, everything's synced up correctly. And then afterwards, I immediately leave this app and I won't open it again until the notifications start. So once I get, hey, Mamman commented, and they come in fast, I'm like, yeah, we're doing the things lapo. Yeah. But if that doesn't happen, I just keep it moving. I'm not gonna keep at it. I'm not gonna keep going back and be like, oh, why isn't it blowing up? I just keep it moving because I've also had videos actually that Simpua helped me shoot where midday fella, we're going out to get a little snack and I'm like, Bona, take a video of me dancing here on the side of the road. For me, it's just fun and games.
Sure.
We're not thinking about it. We took 3 seconds, literally.
3 seconds, lapo. There I was, love is wicked, doing my dance. And then I post it. Nothing happens. I forget about it. And then I didn't open TikTok again for like 2 days.
Yeah.
Day 3, I opened TikTok. I'm like, hey, well, guys, my video's at 500,000. Oh, okay. Anyway, keep it moving. So it happens all the time. It happens all the time that, Bona, just post, guys. Just post because you never know. You never know.
And I think I would almost say like my final question for you is content creation something that you see yourself doing in the long term? You've already started with your vlogs, and you're working with like you mentioned earlier multi-choice. But do you see this becoming a full-time career for you, or doing this like on a 9 to 5?
Never 9 to 5. Yo, never.
Hey.
Never.
Hey, what would the parents say?
I see content creating as full-time career, I don't even think about any other thing. Like, I just want to create content. I just want to, and be everywhere. Like, yeah, like I don't know if that day it was alcohol or what, but I was telling my homeboy that one thing I'd like to be is that well-known vlogger. Like, everyone, when they think about TikTok, they should also think about God's Butler, or whenever they think about vlogs, they should think about God's Butler. That's one thing I want. Yeah.
And that is possible. In fact, that is happening at this moment.
Yes.
That is happening that's why you're here.
Yes. Because I saw your videos and I was like, you keep it real, and I don't know if you know how good you are, but you killing it.
We'll tell our guests that border. We didn't just find one video and like, let's get this guy in here.
Oh,
We've been following you.
Yeah, we semi-stalkers. And you, I love the simplicity, but I love the realness of it, and I look forward to seeing you elevate, and not just in terms of like where you at in life, but just even how you edit your content.
Exactly.
I think there's a video where you're like doing a young unboxing of like new cameras that you got, and I was like, I'm so excited because the content is just going to get hotter. It's not even going to get worse. It's going to get hotter. And I love that you're just starting it off. Like, this is like the beginning of many more moments, of many more people knowing your name. Hey, get TikTok. Jiggy Jiggy Uzat, he's a YouTuber. Doing 24-minute long vlogs here. Working with Peter McKinnon. Giving us tutorials here.
Blink.
Sir.
Sure.
The world is your oyster, and you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
It is beautiful what you're
Thank
doing.
you so much.
It's so beautiful. And my last question is, what advice do you have for all those people who are seeing your content? They're sitting at home, and they're seeing this. They're like, "Wow, this is actually not that difficult."
Sure.
We just point cameras. We can do this
Point
as
and
well.
shoot type of thing. Sure.
But they're not. They don't rather have that motivation to do it. Like they don't have that push, that born. Just point the camera, just do it. What advice do you have for them? Or they suffer from the anxiety, as you mentioned earlier. That born, I'm scared to post because I don't know how people are going to receive this. So what advice do you have for those people?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I don't really have an advice for those who have anxiety. I also have anxiety, and I have an advice for those who say we want to be content creators and they still make excuses that they still have excuses of waiting for the next best camera, the next best gear, meanwhile, you have an iPhone 14 in your pocket. Like, why don't you just use your iPhone 14 instead of waiting for that Sony
vlogging camera? That's just as expensive.
Exactly. So nowadays with your phone, like, you can just use your phone. And another thing is that some people say we want to be content creators, and then they don't equip themselves with watching tutorials on how to edit pictures, how to edit, your composition when you're shooting a video type of thing. You can't just, if you want to stand out, you can't just take pictures and just post them, take pictures and post them. So yeah.
I like that part. It's almost like learn the craft.
Exactly.
Learn how to edit.
Yeah.
Learn how to take videos. And the only way you kind of learn is A, by doing it, but B, by following other people as well. Like, follow, people, cause there's so many videos out there giving tutorials, but there's also a lot of videos just like, hey, this is how I shot this.
Sure.
You're wondering how I did these 3 transitions in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Here you
This
go.
is how, sure.
And then you must go apply that into your videos, into your content,
Sure.
and then get better and then personalize it. And I think that's what you've done very well.
Yeah.
You've learned it and then you've personalized it to work for you.
Sure.
And now we have you.
Yeah, because I can actually personally attest, lastly, that when I started taking content myself, I didn't have a ring light, I didn't have a tripod, I had nothing.
Yeah.
All I had was a dustbin. All I had was a kettle and some pots and a brick, and I would stack them all together, fit my phone in between there, balance it, nyana la.
With that semi-heart attack, if it falls, take
I'll
it.
go out in the street. They'll see me rolling that dustbin outside in the street. Okra. And I'll take content, I'll dance there in the street. A car is coming, I'll just move the dustbin quickly. But that just shows that.
And it's the effort, sure.
It's the effort. It's more effort. You don't need any equipment. You don't need anything. No matter what phone you have. You know, even CCTV footage, it'll work.
Yeah.
All of it will work.
Use what you got. Whether it's Android, whether it's Apple, use what you got. And I think my biggest walk away from this conversation is just go out there, learn the craft, and then apply it into your own content. Personalize that learning that you've just done. You know, personalize those tutorials of the 3 transitions in 5 seconds, and boom shaka boom, you'll be on your way of being the content creator you see yourself to be.
And that is all we have time for today on the Third Draft Podcast. Thank you so much for joining us, Tibato, God's Butler. We really enjoyed this conversation with you today, and we learned a lot.
Guys, I always feel like, you know what, let me be honest, this podcast is for Simpiwe Zamegile Mthetho, because week in, week out, y'all be speaking to me, y'all be dragging me, and I'm just like, I hear y'all.
I'm dragged as well. I'm out here posting 1 TikTok a month.
Don't get me started on my YouTube channel. But Asikolapo, don't judge us. We also learning. We're also in the same boat that you are at. This has been great.
This has been so much fun.
Super.
Thank you so much for listening, guys. We're out.
That was amazing.
That was nice.
So much fun.